Hi everybody, Ellen here. Today I come to you guys with my very delayed February book haul. So today I come to you guys with 13 books. 2 of those were actually Christmas presents, so I bought 11 of them myself, and then I bought a shit lot of picture books, which I'm not going to mention in this video, but could be worse, could have been better. The first book is Monster i Terapi by Jenny Jägerfeld and Mats Strandberg. Mats Strandberg is, as you probably know by now, one of the very few Swedish authors I actually sort of also buy everything he writes, because I love his writing and his stories, and he's really cute and nice in person as well, because I've met him a couple of times at this point. I have started this book, and when I say started, I mean I have read 20 pages. But this one is about a therapist sort of interviewing different kind of historical monsters, if you will. So we have Dr. Jekyll, Carmilla, Frankenstein's monster, and Dorian Gray in sort of this modern setting with new, sort of more modern psychology, and trying to figure out why the psychologist is missing, and all they find is sort of this paperwork from these different sessions with these characters. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know and all I want to know. So sounds really interesting, and we'll see where it goes. Then we have another one of my autobi authors, and this is Lucky Caller by Emma Mills. This will be, I think, the 5th book I have by her. I've loved all of her previous books, so I'm really interested in finding out what this is about, and this has such a beautiful cover. We meet Nina, and she decides to have a radio broadcast class her senior year, and she expects it's going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be really easy, but it turns out to be a complete disaster, because it's very haphazardly formed radio team, and they have nothing in common at all. And Nina's old childhood friend Jamie, who she swore she would never speak to again, is also part of the radio broadcasting team, which makes it even more awkward. And the show is a mess, and internet rumors threaten to bring down the wrath of 2 fandoms on their heads. And to top it all off, Nina's family is on the brink of some major upheaval. So there's a shitload of things going on. I'm really looking forward to reading it, because it's Emma Mills and I love her writing and her characters, and also need some contemporary in my life right now, so this would be great. And then we have one of my most anticipated releases, and this is What I Carry by Jennifer Longo. And this one we meet Muir, I can't pronounce that name, Muir, and she has grown up in a lot of different foster cares, and she has learned to, you know, don't really get invested with anyone, don't really get friends, don't really get a boyfriend, because you're not going to stay there very long anyways. She packs very lightly because she knows she won't be staying in the same place for very long, and she only has 1 year left in the system before she has to, you know, make it on her own. And in the last place she actually happens to get some friends, and there's also this boy she likes, so she doesn't really know how to handle all that. But it's supposed to be perfect for people that liked Far From the Tree by Robin Benway, and I really enjoyed that book, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one as well. I have a very magical looking book, and this is A Tale of Magic by Chris Colfer. And as you guys know, I adore the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer, and this book is supposed to take place in the Land of Stories as well, but I think this sort of a prequel series that's supposed to take place beforehand. But we meet Bristol, and she stumbles across this secret session of the library. Always love a good library. She discovers a book that introduces her to a world beyond her imagination, and she learns the impossible. She is a fairy capable of magic. But in the oppressive Southern Kingdom, women are forbidden from reading and magic is outlawed, so Bristol is swiftly convicted of her crimes and sent to the miserable Bootstrap Correctional Facility. But with the help of the mysterious Madame Weatherbury, Bristol is whisked away and enrolled in Academy of Magic. Adventure comes with a price, however, and when Madame Weatherbury is called away to tend an important problem, she does not return. So it sounds really magical. The book is gorgeous, and even underneath the dust jacket, it's to die for. So I really want to read this one straight away, so hopefully I'll be able to read it in March, but who knows. But I really have high expectation on this one, so hopefully it will live up to them. I have 3 graphic novels in the same series. So, okay, we have Saga Volume 7, Saga Volume 8, and Saga Volume 9, all by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. I have read the first 6 volumes. I'm actually currently rereading them, and I'm on volume 5 at this point. And I really love this series so much. It's one of the 2 graphic novel series that I really, truly love. And it's just really, really amazing. And I want to read the ones I haven't read because I want to find out what the hell is going to happen. But in this one we meet 2 characters that are from different planets. Their planets are actually, their people are actually at war with each other, and they're not supposed to like each other at all, but they actually end up falling in love. They get a baby together, and now everybody's trying to track them down and kill them. So it's very dark, very bloody, and quite a lot of sexual content in this series. But yeah, I really do love the characters and the storyline, and it's just very, very kick-ass. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading these 3 very soon. And now we have Ash Lords by Scott Reintagen. I don't know, probably butchered that one. But in this one we meet Imelda. She is a Davidian, too poor to afford the cost of entry to this sort of horse race. We have Pippa, who is an Ash Lord, the ruling class, and the expected winner. And then we have Adrian, who is a longhand known for their vast wealth and failed rebellions, and he's a symbol of the revolution and the last chance for his people to rise against the Ash Lords. And yeah, the Ash Lords are actually these gifted phoenix horses that come from the gods, and they've raced them into battle on hunts and now in the world-renowned races. So that's pretty much all I know. It sounds really cool. It's sort of a live or die kind of experience, I think. So yeah, really looking forward to reading this one. And we have another one of my Autobuy authors, and this is Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. I've loved everything Becky Albertalli has written, so of course I need to pick this one up. This one was written during like the presidential election, you know, when Donald Trump won, so yeah. But we meet Jamie Goldberg, and he is volunteering for his local state senate candidate. As long as he is behind the scenes, he's fine with it. And then we meet Maya Raymond, who is having the worst Ramadan ever. Her best friend is too busy to hang out, her summer trip is cancelled, and now her parents are separating, and she doesn't really understand why her mother thinks the solution to her problems is political canvassing with some awkward dude she hardly knows, and it's just kind of beyond her. Spell Hacker by M.K. England, author of The Disasters. And it says, one last heist, famous last words. So we are in this place called Kirkarta, and magic was known as mass. It was once a freely available natural resource until this earthquake released this magical plague, killing thousands and thousands, and turning mass into a commodity that's highly regulated and outrageously expensive. Mass management, the only mass supply in Kirkarta, makes sure that. And that is why Diaz and her 3 best friends run a very lucrative and very illegal mass siphoning gig on the side, and their latest job is supposed to be the last heist ever, until they turn up a new strain of mass, more powerful than any of they've seen before and way more valuable. But then their plan blows up in their faces, and shit literally goes down the drain, and they're trying to unravel a conspiracy at the very center of the spell plague and possibly save the world. No pressure there. So it sounds really cool. I've never read anything by M.K. England before, so it would be a nice first shot. And then we have Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. Heard this is supposed to be really cute. This is a contemporary, obviously, and we meet Pepper, who is the swim team captain, chronic overachiever and all-around perfectionist, but her family is falling apart. But their massive fast food chain is booming, mainly thanks to Pepper, who is barely managing to juggle real life while secretly running Big Leagues Burger's massive Twitter account. And now we have Jack. He is the class clown and constant thorn in Pepper's side. When he isn't trying to duck out of his obscenely popular twin's shadow, he's busy working in his family's deli. His relationship with the business that holds his future may be love-hate, but when Big League Burger steals his grandma's iconic grilled cheese recipe, he'll do whatever it takes to take them down one tweet at a time. And he sort of start at this kind of tweet war, and they don't know that it's Alex and Pepper behind it. At the same time, they're sort of falling for each other, but they don't know it's each other. So and they're also in touch with each other on an anonymous chat app that Jack built, but they don't know it's the other person that they're chatting with. So they're kind of falling in love with each other online, and shit is about to go down. And it sounds really cute, and I really hope I will like it. Then we have 2 books that I actually got for Christmas, which is why I haven't told them yet, because, well, didn't haul any books in January. And yeah, got this from my brother, and we have Den unge verklighetslidanden by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I don't really know how to pronounce that. I have read this one many years ago in Swedish, and it was like really old kind of language, so I think it will be easier to get through it this time. But yeah, this is about the young artist Werther, and he falls in love with this girl when he moves to Walheim, and it's problematic because this girl is already sort of engaged or betrothed to another man, so he's suffering at the same time. And then we have Samlade Noveller by Edgar Allan Poe. I've previously only read one by him, and that was Huset Ushers Undergång, and this one contains 10 of his most beloved works, so don't really know a lot about them, but it'll be fun to read them. So these are really short books, so hopefully we'll get through them very quickly. But yeah, those were all of the books I was going to talk about today. If you have read any of these books, please let me know down below what you thought about them, without spoiling of course. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below. And yeah, I hope to see each other in the next one. Bye!